What if you could tap into a version of yourself that is wiser, more powerful, and infinitely loving? What if that version is your higher self? Imagine embarking on a spiritual journey, a quest that takes you beyond the physical, beyond the superficial, and into the depths of your very being. This is not a journey of miles but a journey of understanding, of self-discovery, of oneness. In the grand tapestry of existence we are all interwoven threads, each unique yet part of the same whole. This concept of oneness is not just a philosophical idea, but a fundamental truth that underpins our very existence. It's the realization that we are not separate entities, but interconnected aspects of a greater consciousness. Now think about your higher self. This is the wiser, more powerful, and infinitely loving version of you that resides within. It is the embodiment of your true potential, your spiritual essence. Your higher self is one with the universal consciousness, unbound by time, unfettered by physical limitations. In our day-to-day lives we often lose sight of this higher self. We get caught up in the hustle and bustle, the worries and stresses, and we forget who we truly are. We forget that we are not just physical beings having a spiritual experience, but spiritual beings having a human experience. And that's where the quest for oneness comes in. It's about reconnecting with your higher self, about merging with that wiser, more powerful, and infinitely loving version of you. It's about realizing that you are part of something much bigger, much grander than you could ever imagine. This quest is not always easy. It requires courage, perseverance, and an open mind. But the rewards are immeasurable. For when you awaken to oneness, when you merge with your higher self, you tap into a wellspring of wisdom, love, and power that can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. So, are you ready to embark on this journey? Are you ready to discover the true depths of your being, the true potential of your spirit? Join us on this journey of awakening as we dive deep into the quest for oneness and merging with your higher self. Imagine standing at the foot of a mountain, gazing up at its peak, knowing that the climb will be arduous, yet rewarding. This mountain, towering and seemingly insurmountable, is a mirror of our inner journey towards self-discovery and oneness. As we embark on this journey, we are faced with a path that twists and turns, a path that is sometimes steep, sometimes rocky. These are the challenges and obstacles that life presents us with. They may seem daunting, they may even cause us to stumble, but they are integral to our growth. Just as the mountain climber must face the harsh winds and the biting cold, we too must confront our fears, our doubts. These moments of fear and doubt are like the dark clouds that obscure the mountain's peak. They may be intimidating, they may even make us question our resolve, but they are transient. They pass, leaving us stronger, more resilient. But this journey is not all struggle and hardship. There are moments of triumph, of enlightenment, moments when we feel the sun on our faces and the wind in our hair. These are the moments when we realize that we are not separate from the mountain, but one with it. We are not climbing to conquer it, but to understand it, to become it. The journey may be tough, but the rewards are beyond any worldly treasures. Scene script. Imagine a world where everyone understands their interconnectedness, their oneness with the universe. This is oneness. It's more than a concept, more than a philosophy. It is a state of being, of understanding that we are not separate entities, but rather integral parts of a vast, complex, and beautiful whole. It's knowing that the energy that courses through the cosmos also pulses within us. With this understanding comes a profound sense of power. The power of oneness isn't about domination or control, it's about alignment and harmony. When we recognize our oneness, we align ourselves with the universal flow. We become co-creators of our reality, sculpting our lives with the same force that shapes galaxies. But the power of oneness goes beyond personal growth and spiritual awakening. It also holds the potential for a more harmonious world. Imagine if we all recognized our shared essence. The barriers that divide us, race, religion, nationality, would seem as inconsequential as they truly are. We would understand that harm to one is harm to all, and love for one is love for all. This is not a utopian fantasy. It's a possibility that lies within our grasp. Many ancient cultures understood this truth. They lived in harmony with the earth and each other, recognizing their shared spirit. Today we see echoes of this understanding in the growing movements for social and environmental justice. People are awakening to their oneness, demanding a world that honors our interconnectedness. Through this awakening, we can heal ourselves and our world. We can shift from competition to cooperation, from fear to love, from isolation to community. We can nurture a world that works for all, a world where every individual is valued, seen, and loved for their unique expression of the whole. The power of oneness is transformative. It's a force that can heal, inspire, and unite. It's a beacon of hope in a world that often feels fragmented and divided. It's a call to remember who we truly are, not separate but one. Through oneness, we can truly understand and love ourselves and others. What does it mean to merge with your higher self? This question invites us to embark on a transformative journey. So let's dive in. Imagine your higher self as a version of you that resides on a plane of existence beyond the physical. It is untouched by worldly anxieties, unburdened by fear or doubt, and is in perfect harmony with the universe. This higher self is your true essence, your spiritual DNA, if you will. It's the purest form of you, radiating love, compassion, and wisdom. Now, merging with your higher self is not about becoming someone else. Instead, it's about aligning with your true nature. It's about shedding the layers of ego-driven desires that often cloud our vision, distort our perceptions, and keep us tethered to a reality that is less than what we are capable of experiencing. This process of alignment is not a one-time event, but a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. It involves peeling back the layers of our perceived identity, challenging our ingrained beliefs, and daring to step beyond the familiar boundaries of our comfort zone. As we align ourselves with our higher self, we begin to see the world through a lens of love and compassion. We become more in tune with the delicate rhythms of the universe. We start to understand the interconnectedness of all things and recognize the divine spark within ourselves and others. But how do we achieve this alignment? Well, it requires conscious effort. It demands mindfulness, self-reflection, and above all, a willingness to let go of old patterns of thought and behavior that no longer serve us. It involves embracing love over fear, choosing compassion over judgment, and seeking wisdom over ignorance. It's a journey that calls for courage, for vulnerability, and for a deep, unshakable belief in our own worthiness. It's a journey that at times may be challenging but is always rewarding. Merging with your higher self is like coming home to who you truly are. It's a reunion with your authentic self, a return to your innate wisdom, and a recognition of your inherent divinity. It's a journey towards a life of greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. It's a journey towards oneness. How can we embark on this journey towards oneness and our higher self? Let's start with mindfulness, a practice that allows us to be fully present in the moment. It's about being aware of where we are and what we're doing, without being overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's happening around us. By practicing mindfulness, we can learn to tune into what we're sensing in the present moment rather than rehashing the past or imagining the future. Next, consider meditation, a practice where we use a technique, such as mindfulness, or focusing the mind on a particular object, thought, or activity, to train attention and awareness and achieve a mentally clear and emotionally calm and stable state. Meditation allows us to connect with our inner selves and the universe, creating a sense of oneness. Self-reflection is another powerful tool on this journey. It involves taking some time out of our day to ask ourselves thought-provoking questions and to analyze our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. This practice helps us understand ourselves better and aids in personal growth. However, the journey towards oneness and merging with our higher self is not always smooth. It requires patience and persistence. There may be times when we feel like we're not making any progress, or when we face obstacles that seem insurmountable. But remember, every step we take, no matter how small, brings us closer to our goal. Moreover, self-love is a key ingredient on this path. We must learn to love and accept ourselves as we are, warts and all. This doesn't mean we ignore our flaws or stop striving for improvement. Rather, it means acknowledging our imperfections while still recognizing our worth. After all, we can't truly connect with our higher self if we're constantly criticizing or belittling ourselves. So, as we set off on this journey towards oneness, let's arm ourselves with these practices. Let's strive to be mindful, to meditate regularly, to reflect on our thoughts and actions, and to show ourselves love and kindness. Let's be patient with ourselves, persisting through the tough times, and remembering to celebrate the small victories along the way. And let's not forget, this journey is not a race. It's not about reaching a certain destination or achieving a particular state of being. It's a continuous process of self-discovery and growth, a journey that unfolds over a lifetime. Remember, the journey to oneness is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth and self-discovery.